Okay, sunshine. So this is still day 34 in Dubai, and I guess the only reason I'm making this video now is because I was gonna do a kind of summary of what has kind of happened and what I've learned before I started making the videos, right? And it's to do with a game that we all, I don't know if you've played this because you're the part of the gaming generation, but there's a game called Snakes and Ladders. You start at number 1 and it goes all the way to number 64, or a number that's a square, okay? Anyway, so on this game of Snakes and Ladders, you roll a dice, and then whatever number you have, there are ladders that take you up. So you might go from number 4 to number 21. Or say, for example, you land on number 22 and there's a snake there. The snake will bring you down to number 9. And this is this is one of the things that I kind of learned, and it's applicable to life, because on this journey since I've got here, some people have been snakes and some people have been ladders, which means that some people have helped me up, but then there's others that have tried to bring me down. I won't say who they are, and that's not really important, okay? The most important thing is to be able to recognize who's a snake and who's a ladder. And it's just ironic that the day I thought about this, I came to this shop here in Dubai. It's called Link, and I've got a friend who works here. He's a cool guy. He had some trainers that I just said, yo, what are those? And we became friends, right? As you know, son, I've got a lot of pairs of trainers and I'm into them. And today, just so you know, look. See them? Fully coordinated. And the day that I came in here and I thought about this game of Snakes and Ladders and how it can be applied to our life. You could call it a sign or an omen, but what are the chances that I come into this store and have a look at this? It's a giant game of snakes and ladders. Could seem like a coincidence, or it could seem like it's a sign to say, Dizzy, be aware of the snakes and be aware of the ladders. And look, within time, whoever you meet, and you've still got this journey to make, man. You're still young, hungry, and you're gonna experience this as you get older. But for those of you that are watching this and you're of age, just understand that there are snakes out there and there are ladders out there. The question is, how soon can you become aware of which one of those they are? I mean, look, you could just take the direct approach and say to him, listen, mate, are you here to bring me down? Are you trying to bring me down? Or are you gonna help me up? And sometimes when you just speak to people direct, they're not expecting it. Ask somebody direct what you'd be scared to say in the most obviously loving manner, because you can tell anybody anything as long as you keep it nice, yeah? So, with that in mind, this is part 2 of day 34 in Daddy in Dubai, and we'll call this the Snakes and Ladder Call. Peace, sunshine, and look, in fact, there is something else monumental that happened today, but it's that monumental. I think I'm going to give it its own post, right? It will be part 3, and I will have to do it later today, but I'm not going to mention it now because it's something that it's the first time in 10 years this has happened, and it's pretty epic as well. So with that in mind, I'm going to end this call at 5 minutes and 55 seconds.